If you've ever walked away from a conversation feeling foggy, guilty, or like you somehow became the problem, this episode is for you. Today, we're talking about 10 common things narcissistic-style communicators say and what they usually mean underneath. This is not about diagnosing anyone with a disorder. Lots of people can say one or two of these lines on a bad day. What matters is the pattern, the purpose, and the effect on you. Here's the big idea to hold on to. These phrases aren't random. They usually serve four purposes: to avoid accountability, to control your emotions or choices, to protect their self-image, and to keep you off balance. A quick red flag formula you can use is this: frequency plus context, plus refusal to take responsibility, plus manipulation, plus how you feel afterward. If you regularly feel smaller, confused, or guilty, pay attention. Let's go through the 10 phrases, one by one, with plain language translations and short responses you can actually use. Number 1 is, "You're too sensitive." On the surface, it sounds like a comment about your personality. Underneath, it usually means, "Your reaction is inconvenient, and if I frame your pain as a flaw, I don't have to change my behavior." The tactic here is invalidation mixed with blame shifting. It often plays out like this. You say, "That comment hurt," and instead of addressing the comment, they judge you. A simple response is, "Maybe I am sensitive. Regardless, that comment didn't work for me. Don't do it again." What not to do is over-explain your feelings. Extra detail often becomes ammunition. Number 2 is, "I never said that," or "that never happened." This sounds like a memory disagreement. It often means, "I'm rewriting reality to protect my image, and if I make you debate facts long enough, you'll give up." This is classic gaslighting. You bring up a specific incident, they deny it, and suddenly you're arguing about reality instead of behavior. A grounding response is, "We remember it differently. I'm not debating the past. Here's what I need going forward." When stakes are real, like work or co-parenting, follow up in writing. Number 3 is, "All my exes are crazy." This sounds like bad luck. It often means, "I never take responsibility, and if this ends, I'll describe you the same way." The tactic is preemptive character assassination. Early on, a useful response is curiosity. What did you learn from those relationships? A healthy person can answer that with humility. A manipulative one usually can't. Number 4 is, "You're imagining things," or "You're being irrational." This sounds like disagreement. Underneath, it usually means, "If I can make you doubt your perception, I don't have to deal with consequences." This is gaslighting again. It often shows up when you notice inconsistencies or broken promises. A firm response is, "You don't have to agree with me, but you don't get to label me irrational. I'm telling you what I observed." If the conversation turns disrespectful, pause it. Number 5 is, "You're lucky I put up with you," or "You'll never find anyone as good as me." This sounds brutal, and it is. It often means, "I want you to feel inferior so you won't leave." The tactic is devaluation and psychological control. This commonly follows an idealization phase. Treat this as a serious red flag, not a communication glitch. A clear boundary sounds like, "That's not an acceptable way to speak to me. If it happens again, I'm ending the conversation." Number 6 is, "I want what's best for you." This sounds caring. It often means, "I want what benefits me, and I'm framing it as concern." The tactic is control disguised as help. You'll notice it when they discourage your friends, therapy, or independence for your own good. A simple test is to say, "What if what's best for me is different from what you want?" A healthy person respects that. A controlling one escalates. Your response can be, "I decide what's best for me. You can share your view, but the decision is mine." Number 7 is, "We don't need anybody else." This can sound romantic. It often means, "I want to isolate you from perspective and support." Isolation is a cornerstone of abusive dynamics. It plays out as guilt, drama before you see others, or constant criticism of your people. A grounded response is, "My relationships matter. I'm keeping my friendships and family ties." Strong support networks protect your clarity. Number 8 is, "I'm sorry you got upset." This sounds like an apology. It usually means, I'm not sorry for what I did. Your reaction is the problem. This is a non-apology. A real apology includes specific responsibility, acknowledgement of impact, and repair. You can respond with, that doesn't address what you did. Are you willing to acknowledge your part? If the answer is no, there's nothing to resolve right now. Number 9 is, it's your fault I'm like this, or I'm like this because my parents. This sounds like an explanation. It often means, my past excuses my harm and I want you to manage my emotions. The tactic is guilt and emotional blackmail. A healthy distinction is that a painful past can explain behavior, but it doesn't justify hurting you. A boundary sounds like, your history matters, and you're still responsible for how you treat me. Number 10 is, nothing I ever do is enough for you. I'm always in the wrong. This sounds wounded. It often means, I'm turning your specific concern into a global attack so you'll comfort me. This is part of DARVO, deny, attack, reverse victim and offender. You raise an issue and suddenly you're reassuring them. A response is, I'm not saying you're always wrong. I'm addressing this specific behavior. If it keeps looping, end the conversation. Language is the first thing a narcissist weaponizes, and understanding what's really being said beneath the surface is one of the most powerful tools you can have in these relationships. Because once you hear these phrases for what they truly are, they lose a significant amount of their power over you. You stop internalizing them, you stop blaming yourself, and you start seeing the pattern clearly for what it is. Thanks so much for watching Behind the Ego. If this video helped you make sense of something you've been hearing in your own life, please give it a like and share it with someone who needs to hear it. And I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below and tell me which one of these 10 phrases you've heard the most and how it made you feel when you finally understood what it really meant. I read every single comment and I'd love to hear your story. I'll see you in the next one.